I am joined today by Mr. John Bentley. And your microphone is live, sir.
I am live.
You are live.
What's up, everybody? Hi. On quarantine.
Yes. Thanks very much for being here today, John. I do appreciate it.
You kidding me, man? It's KupoCon, baby.
Thank you very much. So I think you were watching a good portion of the stream before we even got here, right? So I think, did you catch much of the interview with Bree?
Oh, I saw the whole thing.
I sent her an email the other day, and I said, what did I say? I said, oh, you know, this will be, what was the phrase I used? I said, you're no stranger to streaming, so this will be a breezy for you. I said, excuse the John pun. I said, because I know you call her Breezy. I don't know if anyone else calls her Breezy or if you just decided to nickname her Breezy.
I think I just decided that in the moment. I don't know. That's my girl.
That's what you
good
do.
People. She's good people.
It's like when you message me and call me Big Alex. Trust me, nobody calls me Big Alex. So every time you say that, I want to call you Little John, which is from Robin Hood, right? I think Little John. So that's who you are to me.
I've been called that before, and you're Big Alex because you were the king of the Mughals. So yeah. I'm good with that.
Fair. Thank you very much, Little John. Well, I appreciate you being here today. So exciting times, huh? Like first time I spoke to you was probably September, October of last year. Mm-hmm. I think you were at your son's basketball game at the time. Yeah. I think you were at playoffs, was it? Tournament?
It was a tournament.
Okay.
He was playing.
Gotcha.
And I had tried to contact you through Emma, who gave me all the information about KupoCon, and I was just excited when I saw what you guys were doing.
Yeah. And then roll forward slightly, and then we were at which event was it?
Vancouver.
Yeah, what was the name of it? Port Palm. We called it Port Palm.
Oh, all the palms are running in your hand.
Yes, and there's a lot of palms. A lot of loose palms. And that was your first experience of KupoCon, and I think it was a positive one because we're still talking. So it's going to be a good sign. But before we talk about KupoCon, let's just talk about where we are. It's April 9th. Tomorrow marks the official launch of the remake. Yes. How are you feeling?
Overwhelmed. A lot of people got the doggone game before the 10th in different countries. So I've been trying to navigate not looking at spoilers and not commenting on anything until everyone gets it on the 10th. And, then we can, talk and do interview. Everyone wants to interview right now. And
I bet.
Yeah. So like some people call the interview and I'm like, who are you? What are you talking about?
What time does the embargo lift? I think it's based on ET, isn't it? It's like 9 p.m. ET, I think it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So
not that far to go.
Yeah, not that far, but you ought to see all the people trying to.
I can imagine, because even though it isn't a well-known story, there's still a lot of unknowns. Like I'm about 8.5 hours in, and there's a lot of
playing.
8.5 hours in. I'm playing 8.5 hours.
No, I mean
in,
you're playing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That little office is not being used just for the palm.
No, I'm playing in the theater room. I'm playing on the nice 140 inches of wall.
The Mac Daddy room?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like you said to me, and I showed that message to Nat the other day where you said that I suspect you said Daddy's going to come up smelling bad or something like that. And the room will be fumigated after I finish the remake. It's fine.
Big old Wolfman Jack beard and smelling like bait.
It's the time to do it.
Yes, it is.
But so with it just literally around the corner, and there even though the storyline is quite well known, we're trying to avoid spoilers for those who've never played Final Fantasy VII, and not just that. There's a lot of new content in there, right? Like they've added a lot to the story, so I imagine it must be quite hard keeping your mouth shut and not spoiling stuff, and like the requests are coming in hot and heavy, right?
Just even with friends, I've got to sit on my hands, to not. I'm so excited for everyone to get to play it and to get to see it and to get to experience it, because to me it's an experience. It's stunningly beautiful, and then the music is just as stunning. Saw Pontus on earlier. Love that dude.
I don't know what
man.
he was on about. I was not prepared for that. Like, I didn't expect him to come on a stream where 500 people are watching and say I crapped on his floor. I was not expecting that. Like,
I wasn't either.
no,
But that's Pontus. That's why we love him.
apparently so. Yeah.
You know. But no, it's exciting, and I can't wait till the 10th because then I can like talk and share and you know rejoice in everybody else's excitement. But I'm so anxious right now for everybody to see what's been done. That's the best way to put it.
I'm going to fly into the questions, but one thing I do want to talk about before we do get to the questions is, and I know we've discussed this at a KupoCon before, but is the audition, because your story behind the audition is quite good, especially with finding out about the part. So when you went in, did you know that you were auditioning for Barrett?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
So you go in, you're doing the audition for Barrett, and I assume they give you some lines, you blast it off, and then you left. Actually, weren't you late for your...
No, I wasn't late. I had like 3 or 4 different ways prepared. And when I came to do it, I had already done a looping session where we had to scream for about 2 hours.
Or was it that you walked out because you thought you were done? Or is this something else that you walked out for? Because I'm sure you said that you walked out of something. And you thought you were done and they dragged you back in. Like, no, you're not done yet.
With Final Fantasy?
Yeah, maybe it was something different.
Oh, no. I stayed in there until they were like, okay, you can leave now.
Go. Get out, John.
You're like, you leave. Stop talking. Get out. No, I didn't have much of a voice for the audition because we had done so many other jobs prior to.
Gotcha.
And so I was really nervous. And, I just, dug deep and did the 3 different variations that I had for him. And they chose one and said, okay, let's narrow that one down and let's do all the lines because we were Skyped in from Japan. And the translator was there and, they're all
even
listening.
For the audition?
Oh, yeah, it was a big deal to me, man. Because I knew the storyline, I was so excited about it. And I was like, okay, I can do it this way. I can do it this way. Or I can try it this way. Or I can try it this way. And I just wanted the job because I was such a fan from 97, playing in 97, 96, 97. So, yeah, it was pretty big. And then weeks passed and I'm like, man, we didn't get it. And I kept telling my wife, Michelle, I'm like, babe, we didn't get it. Man, I wonder who got it. And so I think 3 or 4 days later, the casting director called, love Rita, and she said, hey, John, I got some news for you. I didn't pick up the phone. She said, I got some news for you. Just give me a call back. And I'm like, oh, the way she sounded was just like, oh. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to ask her if, who got it. And so I called her right away and I said, hey, Rita, I'm just calling you back. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to talk to you and make sure, are you sitting down? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting down. She's like, okay, because I know how much you really, really wanted it and you actually got it. So, and I went, what? I just, felt like Eddie Murphy in all his movies. No, I felt like just the happiest dude in the world, man. Good. It was just, a great feeling. And then I shared it with my wife and my kids, and they were excited because they knew how excited I was about it.
The
rest is history.
Yeah, not quite.
Yeah, true, right?
Not quite.
You always told me it was going to be bigger than what I thought,
I did
and
say.
It's big.
Let's jump into the questions because I just found with Brie that I was asking questions that other people were asking, so I don't want to steal questions from other people. So here are some of the questions that people have submitted. Some of them were too great, but unfortunately could not be used in the stream.
We can't do it on the air? Can we
God, no, maybe. No, I doubt it. So the first question comes in
I'm
from,
not going to call anybody.
Yeah, that's what it was. Anyway, Henry asks, when you first saw the design of the character Barrett from the Final Fantasy VII Remake, what was your reaction like when you saw that character? So obviously, when you went into the audition, I don't think you'd seen anything from the remake, had you?
No.
So all you had was the little pixel blob. That was it. There wasn't really much to it. I guess you could have gone on the portrayal of the character in Advent Children, but the Barrett in that doesn't really look like Barrett.
Yeah, cornrows. No, he had cornrows and a white puffy vest. It was different.
Didn't work.
Yeah, it worked. Bo Billingsley
Oh,
brought it for as much as they allowed him to
the
do it.
voice actor, fine, but
He's
it just didn't look like Barrett to me.
yeah.
But what was your reaction when you saw Barrett from the remake?
So that was Henry who asked that.
Yes.
Henry on the real deal, because many of you who have met me know I'm going to be honest as all get up. On the real deal, I was like, man, he got some good hair. His hair is so smooth. He's got the greatest fade in the world for a fighter, But my first reaction was
beard.
like, oh yeah, just smooth, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, then I went, wait a minute, is he black? Is he Hispanic? Is he biracial? And then I went, oh no, it's all good. We got so many different shades and so many different textures in our culture. So my first reaction was like, wow, that's a good looking dude. They gave him justice because they gave him the right size, and they made him in proportion to how he should be. And then the glasses, when I saw the glasses, I'm like, oh, he's a bad dude. This is cool. So I was excited. I was very excited.
And there was a lot of talk about the glasses. And in fact, when I was playing the remake, when he took the glasses off and you see his eyes for the first time, it's quite cool.
It's very dramatic how Square Enix, they put it down, man.
Well, the great thing is that now the demos, has been out there for a while. We can talk about the really iconic scene, which I've spoke to you about quite a few times, is when he's in the elevator. Yes. And he's saying, it's sucking the planet dry while you eat, while you drink, while you shit. Is that the line?
Yes.
And then Cloud says, do you really hear that? And you're like, yeah, I do, or I forget the line. But he's like,
you're damn right I do.
Yeah, and he's like, get help. And it's such an intense moment. But now that I'm progressing through the game, without saying any spoilers, I'm starting to see all the different dynamics of the character, the father, the caring friend, the rebel, all the different aspects of the character. So bravo to you.
Good. I wanted that to be painfully evident that he wasn't just a one-dimensional caricature. So to play the character, I wanted to make sure that he was multifaceted and not just looked at as a black brute or a black man who was angry or someone who's running around blowing up stuff that he shouldn't be. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be sensitive to that for several different reasons. There's a little guy who has been, his dad's been filming videos, Tyler's been filming videos of his little son. He watched the demo. And so when Barrett does that character, or does that line of, you can't tell me you don't hear the planet crying out. I know you can. This little dude has been running around the house talking to his parents like, I know you can. I was just like, they sent me videos of him doing it. So I sent him one back of going, hey, little Brunfield, I know you can. And he started just sending stuff. And it's just stuff like that in this quarantine to bring joy to somebody's face, not just to the baby, but to his parents and to anybody who sees it, just makes me happy, man. Little stories like that are just like...
It reminds me of when you met the boy Cloud in Vancouver, and
put him on my shoulder.
Yeah, you hoisted him up.
Yeah, that was just moment. Awesome. Just awesome. Great family.
Yeah.
Great family.
Yeah, they did. Did you see the Big Bros video with all the squats? They were in that.
I just saw the squats from, I think, Nikki.
Ah, okay. I'll send you. It's worth watching.
Yeah,
that was the end of it.
Damn.
I'll send it to you.
Oh, we got more questions. I'm sorry. I'm just talking.
Oh no, you good. You do your thing. Okay, so the next question comes in from Tabby. If you could be any Final Fantasy character for a day, who would you? Would you for any specific reason?
Okay, so I can't say yet why until you play it, but Red is just cool. I mean, there's nothing about him that isn't cool. He's calm. He's been poked and prodded in a lab and just gone through hell. It reminds me of several cultures within the American culture and probably all over the world that have gone through hell at the hands of someone else who's just brutalized them, survived it, and lived to tell the story. And now it's like, not only going to tell the story, but I'm going to get y'all back in my own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's the last one of his kind. he's just strong. He's a strong character.
Now, I've avoided the trailer, the last one, because it was quite heavy in content.
A lot of stuff,
apparently
man.
that's quite common in the Japanese market, so I'm told.
Why?
Don't know. Apparently it's quite common. So anyway, they and I know all I know. I haven't watched it, as I said. I know that there was a lot of banter between Red and Barrett in that. Something about like I forget what it is. Something about £300 or £200 or something like that. There's a comment like that, and I'm really looking forward to the banter between characters. That should be quite special.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of fun in the game. A lot of fun. I'm so like tied to the NDA. I can't say a word.
It's all good.
It's gonna be fun
in time. We have a question from Danny. Danny says, "Hi John, I'm really loving your interpretation of Barrett in the remake. With the exception of Barrett, who is your favorite Final Fantasy character?"
I think Cloud's the bomb. His storyline is just deep, especially when they go back to his childhood. I just think his arc is incredible. And it's a good looking dude, you know, and he's smooth with it. Anybody that can walk around carrying a Buster sword and not be like
phased by it at all. Yeah, I know he like picks it up like it's cardboard.
That's a bad dude. So I think Cloud is, he's the bomb. Mm-hmm. I use Barrett as much as I can when I get to play, but when we did the demo, but Cloud is just smooth. He's mysterious, good looking. The ladies like him. Some of the dudes like him. He's just smooth with it, and he's a soldier.
Good response. The next question comes from Ben. Ben says, when people started humming or singing Happy Birthday or God Save the Queen while washing your hands, have you ever started chanting or humming the Final Fantasy Victory Fanfare? I remember from the demo it was heard, and I used the trend before COVID-19, before it came more serious, because I had got that stuck in my head when I saw the tweets and comments on Facebook when it got mentioned on the news.
Ben's clever. He's smart. No, I haven't, actually. I haven't, but the fanfare is fun. I'm honored and thrilled that my character got to run around doing the fanfare.
You want to give us?
Actually did it.
You want to give us the fanfare?
We actually did it on Kazoos. Yeah. We actually did it on Kazoos.
That's right, we did.
My very first con, we got to do it on Kazoos, and then someone said, "Hey, do the fanfare." It's very funny. Have you ever seen Shrek when the little boy's like, "Do the roar"? That's how I feel now. Like walk around the street.
When you come to the UK next for a KupoCon, you should meet Adrian, who's the voice of Glocka in Kingsglaive, and get him to play kazoo. I assure you, it will be the highlight of your life.
Really?
Oh, he's so bad. Like,
he's bad.
Yeah, really bad. And it's just become this thing, and everyone's just like, please do it. And it's brilliant. It's good bad though. It's that bad.
Well, I'm praying that all this mess lifts, and the Lord would have us all be able to go back to
normality.
Not so much just normality. Learn a lesson from all this stuff, because I don't know if you realize, a lot of stuff is really clean right now all over the world.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Maybe it's a sign.
Yeah. But, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not going to do the rest.
You can go now. Erica asks, can you tell us if Barrett ever managed to get some ice cream after that fated day when he ventured out to McDonald's at 2 a.m.? That's when someone wrote on a card at the launch party in Toronto. Do you remember?
Yes, and they asked me to do the Barrett voice.
Yeah, going to McDonald's.
Through the drive-thru.
Yeah. You remember that?
Yeah. He got the swirl.
He got
Erica.
the swirl.
He got the swirl. The chocolate and vanilla swirl, baby girl.
And then another question from Nikki. Barrett, Tifa, and Aerith Cloud are featured on many pot noodles and in pastas and stuff. I asked this to Brianna. What flavor would you like to be?
What is it that
I will ask the UK audience what you're on flavor-wise. I'm sure they will.
I know what it is. It's ham and leeks, man.
Ham and leek.
Ham and leek. The hell, man? That just don't sound right. And then I put that on the post, and someone said, hey, I eat that every day. Stop. And I was like, oh, my bad. But, I like, what is it called? Hey, Michelle. Oh, what's the name of that pasta I like? Fettuccine. Chicken fettuccine.
Like
Chicken
fettuccine Alfredo?
Chip fettuccine Alfredo. That's what Barrett should be.
Because I'm pretty sure that Brianna, did she not say that she wanted a bacon fettuccine or bacon Alfredo? Is that not what she said?
I think she did. I just, chicken.
I think the general gist was as long as it had bacon, Brianna was happy.
Yeah, I heard her say that.
That's fair. That's a fair comment.
Funny. Supermodel body who loves bacon. I'm like, wow, okay. All right.
So we spoke about the audition, and then let's speak about when Barrett and John became one. How was the experience to be? And I know that you said that I think it was at the launch, which was E3. You were sat next to a press guy. Was it a Spanish guy you were sat next to? I think it was.
Oh yeah, we were watching the.
That was
the
E3 in the theater.
Launch.
Yeah.
Yes, and they were making the announcements of what they're going to do, and he was sitting next to me, and we were just talking. And I was just like, wow, there's a lot of people here. He's like, yeah, I tried to get in and I couldn't get in. And they gave my friend and I one press pass. He knew how much I liked it, so I got in. I'm like, awesome, that's great. And we're sitting there going back and forth. He's like, I'm just excited for the Final Fantasy game. I wonder if it's going to come out. I said, I wonder too. and the beginning of the game came up with yes, no, do you want to start with the sword, the Buster Sword? And he just, and I was like, this is really cool. He's excited. And then everyone whoever was watching it did not get the full on level.
The ambience of it.
Oh, the ambience and the excitement. And there's just like this thick, oh my God, from everybody. And so I was just like, wow, this is cool. We watched it. The whole time he and I had been talking prior to, and then the line came on. I forgot what it was. Ain't no getting off this train or something. Mm-hmm. And then he went, this is, wait a minute. Are you Barrett? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh my God. I wasn't allowed to tell you until now because they just texted me and said I could tell people. And he was like, oh my God. And he started kind of getting emotional. And I'm like, oh, wow, this guy, he's like, I played this back in 97 and my brother, and da-da-da. He gave me this whole story. And I'm like, wow, man. He said, do you understand Spanish? I can speak faster. I was like, a little bit. And so we just talked and we shared and we had fun. And then I saw Erica in the crowd. I said, hey, let me introduce you to Erica. And then I saw Brianna in the crowd. I'm like, let me introduce you to Brianna. And he was just like thrilled. Mm-hmm. And so it was really cool to watch his reaction and see that kind of happiness, that kind of joy, that made me happy.
And that was really the beginning of now you're seeing that must be all the time, whether it's in tweets or in messages or at KupoCon or everywhere,
I see the excitement for the game, and I see the level of joy that it brings. And honestly, the KupoCon community is completely different from just a normal convention or a place where they get together and there's just a bunch of games. The KupoCon family is just that. It's like a family. And it's not just Final Fantasy VII, it's Final Fantasy everything, along with so many other games, but it's just this different love, different level of love for the actual game, Final Fantasy creation. And so I see that in a lot of people. You can tell who really follows Final Fantasy, who approaches me or who writes me or texts me or whatever. You can tell the difference between fans of Final Fantasy, sometimes fans of just video games, fans of Japanese anime, fans of just art. You can tell the difference. And so that's overwhelmingly beautiful and amazing to me, how that works.
So let's talk about KupoCon in Vancouver. You come and you experience situations like that with the kid in the cloud cosplay. And I remember there was someone, I forget who it was, that came up to you and was basically just stunned and was talking to you and be like, but you're Barrett. And you're like, no, I'm just John. And you're like, no, you're Barrett. Like, what's going through your head at that moment?
Um, when that incident happened, I was like, I guess I am. One, for you, and then two, that is the character that I'm playing, and I guess I am that character, and this is much bigger than even what I thought it would be, who was, as a fanboy, wanted to see the game come out
Well, I know
forever.
because we went for food the night before in the sauna, and I call it the sauna because everyone it came out with a suntan. It was
You
very
did.
very short version. It was this beautiful restaurant. It was good. It was nice. Very busy. It was in Vancouver. It was the winter, and there was an outdoor patio with heaters. And I swear to God, it was hotter in there than Africa, and
Oh, it was
it was hot. So they turned it off, and yeah, but it was hot. But I remember you were sat there and you were with Brian, and you're like, yeah, I don't really know, I don't know how big of an impact this is gonna be, and who's in the room with you? Someone's there.
You got to see who's in the room with me.
Noah?
You can't hear. Here. Can you hear?
Hey, Noah, how's it going?
Hello, Scotland!
It's been a while. You keeping well?
Hello, Glasgow!
Wait, I can't hear Alex.
You
What's up,
can't hear
Alex?
Alex? My
Can't
bad.
hear me?
Oh, wait, say something.
Hello?
Okay, I can.
Hello? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm not bad, thanks. Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen you now. I've got memories of you
know.
on the dance floor in Scotland, and they'll never leave me.
Are they good memories?
Yeah, they're good memories.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what my therapist tells me.
How are you?
No, I'm good. Yeah, hungry, but good.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll survive. I'll take a miniature break after this and go grab some food.
You gotta say, hey, Nat, woman, make
Yeah,
me some
feed
food.
me. She said there's
Don't do
pizza
that.
upstairs, so I'll just run for it. But no, we were talking about what were we talking about? The dinner.
hot tub.
No, not the hot tub. Don't
hot
go that
restaurant.
far. We were at
Hot
the
restaurant.
Yeah, we were having dinner, and you were like, "I'm not really sure what kind of impact this is going to have." I don't, and I was like, "John, this is going to be huge."
Yeah.
Like, you're feeling that now?
You tell me that every time I see you because it seems like it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and I am feeling it. I am feeling it. It's overwhelmingly humbling. It's the only way to put it. It's very, very, very humbling. How many people are fans? How many people I don't know want you to be around? I didn't realize that my energy to see people or give love to people was as big as it was until we started doing KupoCon, the very first one in Vancouver. With the energy of just seeing the town was just beautiful. And then we had the event at the end of the week, or that weekend, and just the people, man, it's just like, oh my gosh, people are happy. Well, little old me can get people happy because of a character. Let's go for it. So I kind of got my marching orders from above, so to speak, that if I can bring any kind of joy, any kind of hope, any kind of love, a hug, if it touches someone in any kind of way through whatever I've been handed with this character, then that's my assignment. That's what I'm going to do. And so that has been overwhelmingly humbling, and it also has been very, it's a big part of my life now.
That
So,
probably
and this
won't.
dude
That
right
probably
here
won't
is-
change.
Yeah, this dude has the same kind of energy, and I got to watch him do his thing in Scotland when we came down for a KupoCon event in Scotland and hung out with Mo. Oh, I hope you have Mo on here.
Oh, Mo's probably watching for sure right now.
Oh, that's my dude. Amongst everyone else, Kaylee. I heard you talking about my tats, man.
I did.
You can't tell people just pull up your shirt and let me see your tats.
I never
You can't do
said
that.
pull up your shirt. I'm just telling people about your
You
tattoo.
did, but you said ask him to see it. So
No,
you know.
I did. No, I said for Bree. Bree might
Well,
want to see
everybody
it.
and their mama now is gonna be like,
Well,
yo,
they're only going
I'm
to pull
being-
down your shirt. It's not like they're going to say,
I'm
"Hey,
teasing,
John,
I'm
take
teasing.
off your clothes."
I'm teasing. Anyway, long story short, yeah, it's big. It's big.
What was it like for you, Noah? Because I'm not sure if did you know what KupoCon was like going into it when you came.
No.
Were
I
you
kind of
pleasantly surprised. I hope. No,
I
it was shit.
the closest convention type of thing I had been to was E3.
Totally
And
different.
I was like, I know it's not going to be like E3,
Yeah.
but so I was really excited going into it, and yeah, I was very surprised at like how big it was and how cool everybody was.
Yeah.
And because in being used to E3, E3 is so massive that you don't have that opportunity to really like get to know a lot of the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
And at KupoCon, it was really cool because it was a lot smaller, and you really did have the opportunity. Like you could go eat lunch with just anyone, and that was the coolest thing to me.
Very, very family orientated event. You can literally talk to anyone.
Mhm.
So I'm glad we were able to drag you into our ever expanding family.
I was glad to be dragged into it.
Yeah.
That was my handler, man. He handled the whole line
Back
and
off.
everything.
Don't touch Barrett. Back off.
No, he was like, okay, you're next. Okay, yeah. How are you? Where are you from? Things that I couldn't do. Noah was like a serious extension of me, so it was really cool.
You basically fulfilled what Michelle did in Vancouver.
In Vancouver, yeah. All right, I gotta finish this. I love you.
Love you.
I'll see you in a minute.
See you, Alex. See you guys.
Yeah, see ya. Good to speak with you, Noah.
Sorry for that little segue. I just
No,
knew
it's
that
all
everybody
good.
in Glasgow had to see that dude.
No, and Noah's a great kid. He really is, and
Thank you.
like I think it really is. Like I've got kids, as you know, and it's obviously like your parenting shines on in your kids, and your kids, of what I've seen of them, are really inspiring kids. So that says a lot about their dad too.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So here we are. We're literally, we're what? It's 4:00 my time, so 4:30 my time. In New York, it would be 3:30. So we're like maybe 4 or 5 hours away from the lifting of the curtain. What's going through your head right now? Are you a little bit nervous that, I mean, with everything? I mean, you're obviously no stranger to this. You've done a lot of voices. You've done a lot of acting. And with every work, I'm sure there's a lot of people that like it, and there's always someone that doesn't. It's the same with everything that you ever work on, right? Any creator has the same issue. Are you nervous?
No, I'm not nervous. I'm excited, and the excitement makes me restless. So the restless part of me wants to, honestly, right now, move the screen so I can see what everybody is saying on the streaming line, so I can say, "Hey, I'll write you back later," But I'm restless because I want people to like it. I want people to like the game. Yeah,
they will.
I mean,
I'm sure of it.
It's a beautiful game, man. It's like I can't see anybody. This is what changed me from being nervous to restless. Several people have written, John, now that I've seen your interview with Bree, or I've seen you on the KupoCon interviews with Alex, or I see so many people talking about you, I was going to play this whole game with the Japanese dialogue, or, and now I'm going to actually listen to it in English.
Yeah.
And so that makes me go, okay, cool. All right.
I
I'm
must
not
admit,
nervous.
I'm one of these people who, if it's Japanese made, a lot of the time I will avoid a dub. I will play it in the original format. That's never been the case with Final Fantasy. Actually, I don't think I've ever played a Final Fantasy game with Japanese subs. With VA, but that must be really humbling. It must be.
Yes, because I know they're diehard fans, straight up fanboys and girls, and a lot of people were salty about the whole voice casting, and so that didn't ever make me nervous, because, like you said, some people are going to like it, some people aren't going to like it. It's either here or there. But it seems like once people get the experience, or once people get to meet you, or once people get to see the hype or the buzz, then they say, "Hey, let me see what this is all about." And so that took away all the nervousness or crazy anxiety or anything like that.
Well, I know that you are in the process of enjoying the journey yourself. Are you getting anywhere, or have you not had much time?
Once again, I had to take one of my son's video games,
Right.
my PS4s, get it in my room, sneak it, download the game, and start to play. Man, I started to play, and then all of a sudden, somebody needed something.
Well, I
I'm
know
like,
that
we can't
feeling.
go anywhere. I was like, we can't go anywhere. You can go get it. We can't even leave right now, supposedly, right? And they're like, Dad, can you just do this? Right after that, honey, can you? Right after that, Dad, I need you to. Right after,
Oh,
so
I hear you. Yesterday, the kids were being a little unsettled, and I don't like to leave now with the kids, but she knows that I really want to play this. Like, I really need to play this. So I sat down. I'm getting comfortable. Kids are being a bit difficult. Kick them out. Then that starts being difficult. Kick her out, and then settle down. I'm comfortable. I've got my feet up. I'm in the chair. I'm looking at the big screen. I've turned off the HDR because it's messing with the projector. I'm relaxed, and I hit load save, and I'm brilliant. Okay, great. Here we go. And then oh God, John for his bloody test call. So I come into the office, and then you're in your Blair Witch igloo, and I'm just like, I was quite sassy with you yesterday. I was like, I don't care, John. Just like go away. I'm busy.
right.
But what I have played of Barrett so far, I love. I think you portray the character perfectly. I kind like not only do I think your technical aspects, your voice acting is superb. You're probably, and I really don't say this often, you're probably one of the nicest people I've ever met, most approachable, just a lovely guy. And I think it's great not only that the game has a voice actor that's so suited to the part for the community, it's great to have someone who's so bloody nice. So thank you for everything that you're bringing to not just to the game, but to the Final Fantasy community as a whole.
Oh, man, thank you so much, Alex. Thank you for bringing me into the KupoCon community. And it's an honor, a joy, and a beautiful thing to be part of the world of Final Fantasy with a role this big. Mm-hmm. That's worldwide. This whole thing is like worldwide. So it's an honor.
Well, I hope everything continues to grow, and I'm sure before you know it, you'll be in recording for more. So I do.
I ain't say that.
No, I know, but I just assume. But I would imagine. I think you'll go from strength to strength. I really do wish you all the best with it.
I appreciate it. I like I said, I hope that this all lifts so we can get back on our tour, baby.
Yeah,
sure. we still got some spots we need to hit, right?
Absolutely, for sure.
All right, I love you. Give love to the family, Nat, the babies, and everybody out there who's watching. Love y'all. Thank you so much for watching it. Those of you who are playing, kick butt. Those of you who are waiting for it, kick butt when you get it. I love y'all. I can't wait to meet you all who I haven't met, and I can't wait to see all who I have met again. Much love.